Hi everyone, my name's Kim Price and I'm going to be showing you today how to make a Halloween treat bag. You may remember these little treat bags that I made quite a few years ago now. There's a tutorial on my YouTube channel and I've had a lot of interest in this shaped bag over the years. This is the initial blog post that I created, which still kind of popping up on Pinterest. I don't actually have the stamp set and dies anymore, but I had to keep it because it was so cute, although it's a little bit bent now. And then this is the one that featured in the YouTube video. I've actually remade it several times. It's such a useful little treat bag, and thank you for all those of you who have cased it and shared those projects with me. These are also different designs I've made. This one using the Feels Like Frost DSP and this one using the Boho Indigo product medley. And as you can see, it works really for any occasion. However, someone recently posted a comment on my YouTube channel and actually asked me to change the size. So what I've done is I've prepared today a Halloween treat bag in a slightly larger size. So I'm just showing you these just for comparison. And it's such a shame because this one uses 6x6 DSP, but this one you will need to break into a 12x12 piece of DSP. So it actually is 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches, so you can't get two out of a sheet, so that's impossible. These are still going to be the most economical, but if you've got something a little bit larger that's not going to fit in here, this one would be perfect. I've actually got another video that I'm going to film with an even larger size, so keep an eye out for that on my YouTube channel, and please do subscribe. So I've used today the Magic in This Night DSP by Stampin Up. It's really cool. In fact, I've been using it quite a lot recently because it's almost Halloween. So I've put together these so far in using the black paper. The DSP actually has lots of other designs which are really quite cool in Pretty Peacock and Blackberry Bliss. I can't say that very well. But I've gone today for black, and I've chosen some really neon colours just to make it pop. So I've used Granny Apple Green for this one, and I've used Magenta Madness for that one, Poppy Parade, and now I'm going to have an absolute mind blank. I'm going to look this one up. I want to say Pumpkin Pie, but let me just make sure that's what it definitely is. Yeah, it's Pumpkin Pie. Phew. And today I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to show you how to make the treat bag in this new size, and just how I put some of these elements together. I've done all the stamping and die cutting, so this is just going to be a really quick video for you, and I'll make sure I include the measurements in the YouTube channel, in the YouTube video comments, and they'll also be on my blog, so please come and visit and say hello there. I didn't have any twine that matched these colours. So I just wanted to show you something first of all, a little tip that might come in handy. So at the moment we've got in the catalogue this lovely twine that is in the Flowers for Every Season combo pack. It also comes along with some white ribbon and a gingham Just Jade ribbon. So this, as you can see, is a mixture of white and blue. So that's Misty Moonlight and silver. I am using this so much at the moment. It's so handy. And I just wanted to show you what you can do just to give yourself some options. So you can actually pull apart these threads. And if you keep the white and the silver, you can just simply pull out the blue, the Misty Moonlight, and leave you with a white and silver piece of twine. You can also do it the opposite way. But you can also remove the silver, which is quite pretty on its own. and then just be left with the white. And what I've done is I've used my Stampin' Blends where I've got the blend in the same colour or a very similar colour. So I think I've used Highland Heather for the purple. I've used Granny Apple Green, and I've used Pumpkin Pie and Poppy Parade, but for the Magenta Madness I don't have the blend for that, so I've used my Stampin' Right marker, which has just done a good job. So I just wanted to show you that before we start. Right, so what you need is a piece of DSP pattern paper that is 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches, and we are going to put that in our scoreboard and do some scoring. Now if your paper's got a direction, so that means a pattern that needs to be in a certain way, like for example this one where the flowers need to be coming up, you need to make sure that that paper is, the direction is facing this way. So let me give you an example. So if this was the top, you wanted your gift bag to be in that direction, you would make sure you turn it once and place it in your scoreboard. If it hasn't got a direction, it really doesn't matter, you can place it wherever you want. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn it over to do the scoring. This is the pattern that we're going to see, and we're going to score at 1 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to turn it clockwise, and we are going to score at 1 3/4, but only to this score line here. Okay, and then we're going to score at 3.5, 5 1/4 up to the score line, and then 7 all the way down. Okay, that's all the scoring that we need to do. So we need to take our bone folder and just fold all of those lines. All the lines that are the length of the paper. Don't worry about the short ones. Okay. And then I'm going to just take our paper snips and cut up these score lines, so the ones that are going to this short piece here, just to the horizontal line. And then with this piece in the corner, we're just going to take that out and just cut a little bit away from that corner. So we are going to just fold it shut to put it together. So what I'm going to do is just apply some tear and tape along this edge. So this is on the actual side of the pattern that you're going to see. Okay, and then I'm going to take my corner rounder, and this is an old one, I don't know what one you might have, but any will do, and I'm going to just round the corners on one of the tabs, one of the middle two, just so it looks neater on the bottom. So I'm just going to get that tear tape is there ready for you to fold into place, but I also want to have the tape ready on this piece too. It will just make it a lot easier. I know you can tear it, but I like to cut mine. Okay, right, so what we're going to do now is remove this piece first. And then simply, okay, so we've just folded that bit flat down. If you've got a little bit of excess here, you can trim that off. You can just use your scissors, but well, no, that's not the right size to be fair, so I need to just use my scissors. You might not need to do this, it all depends on how, I guess, how you folded it, because the score line should be accurate. Okay, so now we're going to turn it upside down and fold. So we've got here the one that we've rounded the corners on. So now we're going to turn that. We're going to fold in those two pieces, and then that one, and then that one. So as I've already applied the tape, it makes it much quicker for me to do this. Okay, so there we have our treat bag, which is a really unusual shape. Still haven't come up with a good name for it. Maybe domed treat bag, I'm not sure. So let me talk you through how I decorated my version, the Halloween version. So what I've done is I have taken from the Word Wishes dies, the Halloween die, and I've die cut that from Gorgeous Grape. I've done that in advance. Now what I did was I applied some of the adhesive sheets behind my cardstock before die cutting, and that means I'm going to simply be able to peel it away and stick it on really simply. So this is a piece of black glitter paper that I've punched with my banners punch, and it's approximately 3 inches long. So what I'm going to do now is carefully peel off the Halloween die cut and just poke out some of the little pieces. Now stuck everywhere. Right, so, and I'm just going to simply attach it to my glitter paper at an angle. Okay, so now because that adhesive paper's on the reverse, it makes that really easy rather than having to muck about with some liquid glue. I've cut 2 circles with my Layering Circles dies, and I've stamped Happy from the Well Said stamp set, and I'm just going to stick that together with some Tombow. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals and just add a couple to the back, just because I'm going to stick it across like this. So you don't want to put them right at the edge, because otherwise they won't reach the cardstock. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, and then I'm just going to add on the back a couple more dimensionals. Just make sure it's in the right place to stick to the front of the treat bag. So I'm just going to grab one of the ones I've made already. Just make sure I get it in about the same place. Just going to put hands inside the treat bag just to press it a bit further. Right, so what I'm going to do now is the fixing for the top. Just going to use my crocodile. Any hole punch will do. I'm just going to use the large end and punch about halfway, and it's approximately 3/4 of an inch down. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of this black glittered organdy ribbon, love it, so sparkly, and just feed that through. Obviously make sure you put your treats inside before you do this, it'll be much easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take the white twine that I've coloured with my Stampin' blends. Just going to hold those in place with that, and I'm just going to tie a knot, or just once, and then a little bow, a fairly loose bow. Might be a little bit long. And then I'm going to just take my scissors and cut those at an angle. Actually, I'm going to go a bit further down with that. Okay, so just moving some of these bits out of the way. So there we have it, the Halloween treat bag, resized so it's larger than the treat bags that the tutorial that you can find on my YouTube channel. And then if I bring in the others, you can see just how cool these colours look just on black. I think it's really cool. Obviously this year is a little bit different to others, and you may not be able to go trick-or-treating in where you live, depending on where in the world you live and what rules are in place. But that doesn't mean you can't make your friends and family a little treat that you can give them in advance. Oh, I've just realised I've lost my Halloween off the front of there. Where's it gone? Oh, I don't know where that is. I need to find it. Oh no, it's rubbish. So, hope you like the video. I'm going to track down my missing Halloween in pumpkin pie. And yeah, please do leave a comment or subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some larger versions of these for Christmas, so even a step up from this size. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.